Hi, friends. Today we are traveling to a place that some of you guys may have already been. Some of you may not have been there, but today we are in Mexico. And Mexico is really close to the United States, but the way that they celebrate the holidays is very different from how we celebrate in the United States. So let's talk about how Mexico celebrates the holidays. So the main celebration in Mexico is La Posadas, and posada is Spanish for inn or shelter. So kind of like a hotel. So a shelter. This celebration begins 9 days before Christmas. So it's a little bit earlier than our Christmas. A group of friends and neighbors, led by two children, carry small statues of Mary and Joseph, and they travel down the street. They knock on doors seeking shelter, just like Mary and Joseph did when Mary was having baby Jesus. If you guys have heard that story before, some of you guys may have. When they found someone who will invite them inside, the children place the Mary and Joseph in the manger scene that is found in most homes. This pageant or play is reenacted each night until Christmas Eve. So they're kind of reenacting Mary and Joseph walking around trying to find a place when Mary was about to have baby Jesus. And then when baby Jesus was born, they laid him in a manger. So they'll take the statue and lay him in a manger. This is what they believe in Mexico. Okay. Let's look at the next slide. Okay, this is kind of cool. After the ceremony, everyone gathers at someone's house for a big feast, which is kind of like what we do in America. It seems like a lot of countries have that in common. They all have a big feast for Christmas. They eat a lot of good food together as a family. And something that's different in Mexico is that the children break open a piñata that looks like this. It's a star-shaped piñata, and this is what they break open as part of the celebration. Okay, let's look at the next slide. You might also see some flowers that look like this. These are called poinsettias, and some of you guys may have these in your house too. We have these in America as well. But in Mexico, they like to decorate with these. And they have a little legend. So the legend in Mexico says that there was a little girl walking to the church to visit the nativity scene one night when she realized that she had no gift to give. So I guess in Mexico, when they visit the nativity scene, they give a gift to the baby Jesus in the nativity scene. And the legend says that this little girl was walking there one night and realized that she had no gift to give. So then she was really worried because she didn't have anything to give. So she saw some branches on the side of the road and she gathered them up. The other children laughed at her because she just had these old branches that she found on the side of the road as a gift. And then when she laid the branches down at the nativity scene, the legend says that the old, ugly branches turned into some bright red flowers on the branches. So they bloomed into these beautiful, bright red flowers. And her gift now, instead of ugly branches, was these beautiful poinsettia flowers that you see in this picture. Okay, let's look at that next slide. Another thing that they do that reminds me of another country that we've been to is that they put their shoes out to be filled with gifts. What other country left their shoes out? Can you guys guess? I'm not going to tell you the answer, and see if you can figure it out. You could look back in your book too if you don't know the answer in your Holidays Around the World book. But there's another country that leaves their shoes out. So in Mexico, the children leave their shoes out to be filled by the three wise men. And the Christmas celebrations finally end on January 6th. So they have a very long Christmas celebration. They start 9 days before Christmas, and they don't end until the 6th of January. So they celebrate for a very long time. Okay, let's look at Mexico on our world map. So if you turn to the back of your book, you will see your map that we've been filling out. Let me get mine up on the screen for you guys. Okay, and like I said, some of you guys may have traveled to Mexico before. So let's see if we can see my map. Here we go. Okay, so we have visited a lot of places so far, and I've written them all down here. Today we're going to add Mexico. So all of these continents we have visited. We visited Europe, so I colored that in. We visited Asia, and we visited Australia, and then Greenland was up here. That one's not colored in, so I'm going to color it in really quick. Okay, and then Greenland. Today, we are not traveling to a new continent. We're on the same continent that we live, and that's North America. And Mexico is right down here at the bottom. So if you want to write down where Mexico is, you can mark it right here. And I do want you to color in North America. So now we have been to North America. So I'm going to color in the continent of North America. And then I'm going to write the country that we're visiting, and that is Mexico. So I'm going to write that in my next space. M-E-X-I-C-O. Now we have visited Mexico. So let's look at our page in our book about Mexico. And it looks like this. Okay, let's look at our word bank. Our word bank is poinsettias, shoes, and piñata. So let's try to fill in our blanks with these words. So let's read it together. It says, in Mexico, La Posadas begins on December 16th. On Christmas Eve, there is a party with a blank. A party with a, what did we say, that's shaped like a star and the kids hit it to open it? A piñata. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to write piñata, and I can use my word bank for my spelling. Piñata. Okay, and the home is decorated with blank. So what did we say they use a lot in their decorations in Mexico? It's that big word for the pretty red flower. It's a poinsettia. So I'm going to write that. And that's a long word, so you're going to have to write small to get it in the blanks. And use your word bank to do the correct spelling. Okay. Now we just have one word left, so we know it goes in the next blank. But let's read it. On January 6th, the children put out their shoes, which are filled with gifts from the 3 wise men. Okay, now your job is to draw a picture of something that you learned about the celebrations in Mexico. Okay, and then you get to do a really fun project where you're going to make a poinsettia. So you've got 2 options for this, guys. Okay, all I gave you was this paper that has the drawing of the poinsettia on it. Okay, you can choose to just color this any way that you want. So you can color it with crayons, markers, colored pencils. If you really want to have some fun and you have an adult to help you, you can follow these directions that I gave you in your packet, okay? And you're going to need shaving cream and red food coloring. So if you have those things, I didn't give them to you because you do have the option to not do this and just color it. But if you do have these things in your house and you have some extra time with your adult, they can help you, okay? So you're going to follow these directions and put the shaving cream on a paper plate and do some red food coloring. And then you're going to dip your flour into the shaving cream, and you're going to use a popsicle stick or a spoon or a pencil or anything that you have to scrape off the extra shaving cream. And then when you're done, it's going to look like this. So if you want to have extra fun, you can do it that way. If you don't want to do that, or you don't have all the supplies, you can just color and cut out your poinsettia picture. Okay? All right, my friends, I hope you had a really great time visiting Mexico, and I will see you next time on our next trip. Bye.